and welcome to the very first episode of People, Partner, Plan. It's a pleasure. I'm excited. I'm new to this as much as you probably are. However, it was in the planning for quite some time, so it doesn't come as a surprise for me or for people who know me. In the series People, Partner, Plan, I want to share in each episode a highlight for people, a highlight for partner, and a highlight for plan, which means something to look forward to and something which is planning related, be it a tool or an event. This time it's going to be a job role that has been released, so there might be something to stay on and stay tuned. So the first person I want to introduce you to is Katha. Katha is Katharina Krentz. It's a wonderful person that I have the pleasure of working with on a project called Frauen Stärken Rocks. It's a female leadership program. However, it's not just for women, it's also for men, that we are currently working on the final bits and pieces. It's going live in March, actually on International Women's Day. And yes, Katha is a wonderful human being. She's the founder of Connecting Humans. However, she's the pioneer of Working Out Loud. And we got introduced via Saskia. You can see her name in the notes. And it was one of those things. It was just, I reached out to Saskia because Saskia and I work on projects together. And I said to her, like, listen, I have more time for a new project. So if you hear of anything, let me know. I'm open for new projects for a few hours a week. And she said, actually, there might be someone who you could fit with. And it's one of those, I love the example because I wouldn't have known about the project if I wouldn't have reached out to Saskia. And because Saskia knows both of us, it was just that matchmaking, which is perfect compared to you apply for a job and you don't know who the other person is. So Saskia was that glue that brought us together, who kind of had the feeling of there could be a match. And I wish I had the recording of the first meeting that I had with Katha, because it was really a wonderful first session. And yes, so Katha is an incredible human being. She is very much like, get stuff done, nothing is impossible. That's her almost mantra. There's actually a podcast episode which has just been released a few days ago, which I would recommend. However, it's in German, so sorry, it's not for English-speaking people. There's probably some AI you can translate it with, but I really want to highlight Katha and her projects and her personality, because she's someone I feel inspired by, all the things that she's doing. The Working Out Loud program that she pioneered, I always heard something about it, and I was always curious because Saskia always mentioned it, and Working Out Loud is an interesting method that brings people working on a project on their own project, actually, on their own goals over a few weeks. So yeah, have a look if you're curious. Katha is the first person I'd like to highlight in the people category. So for the second category of partner, I would highlight and like to mention the wonderful work that the European Commission, and here it's Patrick Klein and his team from the social economy grow team, that they do. I was fortunate to join my colleague and friend Alyssa Jade McDonald when she was hosting and moderating the launch event for the Transition Pathway. And Transition Pathway is something which is especially relevant for organizations and people and enterprises in the social economy ecosystem. And hence, for me, that's a wonderful example of partnership and collaboration and how important it is to actually work together. And the team around Patrick and the European Commission is now calling for pledges So there is a 5-year action plan, which is not new. It has been created based on co-creation, and lots of workshops and meetings and big conferences with like 3,000 people have been prepared and took place in order to create this action plan. Last year was with the event, and when I say last year, we're talking about November 14th. That was the launch of the transition pathway implementation phase. And now it's about getting people on board and really implementing the next steps together. And hence there's a call for pledges, which is currently taking place, which I amazingly like, because it's something where people can really be part of it, and they're heard and their voices is called. There will be an info session which Patrick has announced actually on LinkedIn, and it's going to take place on the January 26th. So that's an online event, January 26th. So if you kind of don't know what I'm trying to say and what you are in the social economy space, then do join that January 26th info session, and you will hear more about it, because this is the way how you can participate in the things that the European Commission will do, which probably will impact and affect you as well. So that's your part to collaborate and co-create together. And for the third category, plan, I would like to highlight Yatish, who is an ex-colleague of mine. We work together at Tata Communications, and he is now heading the partner marketing team at ThoughtWorks, which is a global technology consultancy. So if you haven't heard of them before, they are, I think, on the market for around 30 years. One of the big players when it comes to technology consulting, and they have currently an open position, which is why it's in the category of plan. So something to plan ahead if you're currently looking for a job for 2023. There's currently a need and a new opening for a domain marketing lead in financial services. So if you are a B2B marketing person, and I know a few people in my network are in that space, it's based in London, which is obviously a bit of a restriction. However, do have a look. Domain marketing lead for financial services at ThoughtWorks might be something that could be up your street and something that's interesting for you. Yatish is a wonderful person. That's one of the reasons why I'm recommending is we actually spoke December last year about the importance of partnerships, and had a wonderful session together, which is also something to share in the future. But have a look, and maybe that's something that's interesting for you. And with that, I would like to thank you for listening. I hope one of those topics might be relevant. If you have any comments or any topics, please feel free to share them. I would love to hear from you. And the next episode is coming soon. Bye-bye. If you like this episode and would like to hear more, please hit the subscribe button or DM and message me for further updates and information. Thank you.